Alright. Okay, so the mic's now connected, so that's good. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties seem to have allowed that situation. We're going to go live to one of the drivers that are currently out on track to see how well the audio is performing there. Let's go to the cam. Alright. Just turning up the mic sensitivities and stuff like that. Making sure everything is good. Stavko losing it, but he seems to have kept it going as he's just sliding out across the track to avoid the sausage. Just cuts most of the track. Thank goodness it's just free practice. Hello and welcome, degenerates. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We should have sound and we should be going now. Just getting confirmation. So I'll have to do all of that intro that I just had with now 1 minute to go. Alright, so we are going to speed run through this intro. Let's try it again. Currently, as you can see, Stavko leads the free practice session by almost over a second. Should be an easy qualifying for him with Saniga not currently here. Kerbo currently holding second, Nairati third, Polinick fourth. Team on the rush have since fired their fuel engineer. After the events of the Red Bull Ring, they have since gone in a different direction. Bradley Cooper will be serving a qualifying ban for his events in the Red Bull Ring. The store is handing that out after that session. And Polinick is currently fourth, the highest out of the Pro-Ams, and Hermione is seventh, highest out of the amateurs. So, after a very interesting technical difficulties, everything should be up and running now. With 7 seconds left to go, I don't know who's coming out of the pits. Seems very unnecessary, but that would be the American Stooge of Malott. We are currently waiting on number 11 and number 93 to finish their laps. Oh, we're just waiting on 93 then. As soon as he comes off track. Oh, never mind. Apparently Malott's allowed to just... As soon as he goes off track. Oh, Stavko. I'd say you'll get into the top 10. Bradley is asking me where he will finish from when he starts from the back of the grid. I'd say probably somewhere in the top 10. Your pace seems good enough, but we'll see. Please tell me Stavko's not about to get into the 117s here. Like, without Saniga, this looks like it's not going to be as much of a challenge. Move of the day, we'll see. I'm pretty sure Stavko got into the 117s as the green light begins. And first out of the pits is going to be number 32. Nairati. After his sickness last week, he's going to be very eager to get back onto racing speed. After his sickness last week, he is back. Hopefully he has enough fuel in his car this time. Currently, there is only one swine flu syndicate, and that is Burke Macklin. Frank Castle is unavailable today. Swine flu syndicate have said to me, hopefully he will be ready to go for next week in Hungary. There will be no unnecessary sandbagging, hopefully, prayingly. There won't be a swine flu underneath in the top, below the top 10. As we head now down into Village. I don't think this is Village, actually. I think your host is just having a laugh. That was Abai. As now they head into the loop, down into Antry, and now down into the Wellington Straight. So, I will be ready. I drove to where Dub and the boys live for vacation. It doesn't work as well. I like to think you have technical difficulties or something, as they now go down through Luffield. And then now approaching Woodcote. Nairati is the first driver out in lead ahead of everyone else, so we will ride on board with him. As he now heads down the Wellington Straight into Copse. You want to get as close as you can to that inside curb, take all the exit, and now down into Maggots and Beckett's. Take that curb on the inside, run over the curve a little bit, take that curb on the left, shift down, take the curb on your left, take the curb on the right, stay in about third gear, and then as soon as you can, full throttle, staying on the curb, using all the road on the exit, now down the Hanger Straight. As we get a nice close-up view of that team on the rush car as he now heads down into Stowe. Taking it at about third gear, getting that inside curb again, using all the exit, flat out. As soon as you hit that curb, try and keep two wheels in, down towards Vale. The nice Vale chicane, avoid the sausage curb if you can, maybe nick it a little, but not too much, as they now head down past Club, down the Hamilton Straight. Average lap time of about 2 minutes here will make things very, very interesting. As he heads now down into Abbey, as he goes wide and manages to hold on to the car, but he will have, since with track limits, with laps on average being 2 minutes here, you only get so many chances. And it's important to make sure you get at least a banker lap in, as he now heads down the Wellington Straight again. Well, right on board with Burke Macklin now, as I don't believe he has invalidated his lap yet. Into Brooklands we go. Little bit of a hairpin into Luffield. Soon as you get traction, flat out use all the exit curb. Staying within track limits, Burt Macklin will probably be the first to lead up a time. Yes, he will, with a 2:0. Shooter McGavin beats that time. Next across the line will be number 93, Rodriguez. He will sit second. Next across the line is going to be number 21. Nope, track limits for him. Number 19, Polinick, goes third. 85, that would be Malott. He's currently fifth. Number 7, that would be Blunden. He is currently now fifth instead. Number 26, Ricky Bobby. He is now inherits the back. Number 93, 95, that would be Kerbal. Currently sits second. Brees sits 7th. Fossman takes over 7th place from Brees. Next will be number 37. That will be Swanson. Next across the line. Safko having yet to put in a lap. He's still sitting in the pits. Same with Cooper, but Cooper at least has a reason for that. All Cooper can do is just sit and wait as Swanson goes next across the line and takes 7th away from Fossman. They're all just taking 7th. No one wants anything higher. Number 32, Nairati, looking better. He's still valid. He needs to make sure he keeps that. As Leon goes next across the line, he will take 9th instead of 7th, knocking Brees down into 10th. Number 32 is going to be next across the line. Burt Macklin invalidating. He'll stay 5th at the minimum. Maybe dropping down into 6th if Nairati can get past. And that is a 158.7. Nairati currently holds provisional pole. Number 93 will be next. Rodriguez looking. He will have something to say about that. But not enough, as he'll get past Kerbal, but not McGavin. Next across the line will be Mr. Hayes. having now set a valid lap time, moves 10th. Number 44, the Latvian sensation, moves up into the top 5. Number 19 stays 6th. Number 85 and 7. 7 stays 8th. 85 12th. Number 395, that would be the race program, currently sitting in 2nd ahead of McGavin. Number 16, that would be Sanchez, starts again on his flying lap. Number 11, Fossman, goes 10th. Next across the line with a valid lap will be Swanson, but he's not improving all that much. Leung is going to be next behind him with a never mind, he just goes off. Next with a valid lap time is going to be number 32 again, but I have a feeling he's not showing much improvement in terms of the line either. Number 4, Burt Macklin, he's showing almost a 2.5 seconds of improvement. He just needs to keep it within the track. Frank Castle cheering on from his beach as Burt Macklin goes 3rd, not 2nd, crucially. Narati still holding provisional pole. Estafko still sitting in the pits. Macklin goes back out again. Number 21, Hayes, does not improve. Number 44, Hermione, does not improve. Number 7, Blunden, doesn't improve by much. Next across the line with a valid lap time would be Fossman, but he's showing no improvement. Number 37 behind him would be the next with a valid lap, also showing no improvement. A lot of the drivers now are going to end up pitting for a fresh set of tires, fresh fuel, and they're going to try and go it again. Stofko just seems to want to join Bradley Cooper at the back this race. Going to be next across the line with a valid lap time and improvement. Nerati seeming to have found so far 3/10, just needs to get that 3/10 across the line. Give himself a little bit of breathing room. Sanyiga has entered the chat with 5 minutes left to go in qualifying. That provisional pull for Team on the Rush in jeopardy. That would be their first pull of the season. Because pole has either been won by Stofko or Sanyiga, no one else. As Liang moves into 10th, Nairati furthers his gap now up to 6/10. Next across the line with valid lap time and improvement, it's going to be 21 Hayes. In that baby pig, part of the port gang. That Costco Dalafiti. That 8/10 improvement could be very crucial. That would put him ahead. Best of the rest. As it'll put him 9th. 9th? Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Blunden currently 8th. 16 and 11. 11 not showing any improvement. Number 16, however, is, albeit 2/10. Never mind. That 2/10 has now suddenly disappeared within one corner. Number 37, is he going to show any improvement? Not yet. Ricky Bobby lost a lot of time there. He was up by like 1.2. He's now only up by 8. Sanyiga is out, and so is Stofko. They are out on track. That provisional pole for Nairati definitely in jeopardy here. As we'll quickly throw the best times on sectors per screen. Nairati holding first and third. Kerbal holding the second. As Ricky Bobby comes across the line with about 7/10 improvement. Knocks Ches back down. Rodriguez still stays fifth. Leon almost a full second of improvement here. Would get him 2.1 seconds. That would put him ninth ahead of Hayes. And he will. Blunden's lead from the rest of the pack slowly decreasing. As you have Stavko and Saniga now fighting for lap times. There's not a lot of room here. Hayes, oh no, he's gonna spin and pretty much almost spin into the pit lane. He was up by 6/10, but that 6/10 is now gone as Polinick drops Hermani into 7th and he takes 6th. As Saniga starts his lap, and so will Stavko. They only basically have 2 chances, maybe 1. Leung looking to try and find more time. Swanson, he's found more time, but can he find more? He needs to, just to gain a place, he needs to find 5/10. Number 32. Does he have time to get back out? Nope, that's his session. Hayes stays 11th despite finding some improvement. It's going to all come down to Stavko and Saniga. Maybe Kerbal, but Kerbal's not finding very much time, if any. Nairati, Macklin, Hayes, Fossman, Malott, Cooper, all done for this session. The rest of the drivers coming up to start their final lap. We stare at Saniga, we stare at Stavko, we wait with gutted anticipation. Nairati, his provisional pole, will it still stand? Will it survive? The two best drivers that DRL ACC have to offer. Will their times hold? Will that time stand? Saniga had track limits. He starts his final flying lap. Stavko destroys Team on the Rush's dreams of a provisional pole. As did Ches make the line in time? No, he didn't. He sits 16th, and that's where he'll sit at minimum. Everyone else is on a flying lap. Rodriguez is done. Brees is done. Ches is done. Ricky Bobby is done, as they all have track limits. Kerbal has to find 7/10 if he wants to pass Nairati. Saniga just has to try and get to a 150, probably a 157.5. If he wants to comfortably beat Stavko. Stavko's running out of time. He's not really gaining on his delta. No one's really gaining on their delta. McGavin's the only one that's really gaining, and Saniga. Nairati still leading, though, at minimum will probably be third unless Saniga completely track limits this lap. But it seems unlikely he will do so. Well, Kerbal's found 3/10, but can he find 7? Can he find those ever crucial tenths? Can Kerbal manage to get ahead of Nairati? It doesn't look likely, as all these drivers are improving. Kerbal does not improve. Saniga will stay behind Nairati. Shooter McGavin will go 5th ahead of Burt Macklin. So, Nairati starts 2nd. Saniga does not pass him and goes 3rd. Incredible. Actually nuts. All right, folks. That was a very, very interesting qualifying session. Stavko on... Why didn't you get at the back of the grid? Didn't you get 3rd? I'm so confused. What just happened? Huh? Wait, huh? Is Saniga gonna try the last to first challenge? He's gonna have to get ahead of Bradley Cooper. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will get ready now as we go down the order from first to last. So, hello, Tracklicious. Stavko. Pole position for him. He will most likely win the race. Barring an incredible issue, he starts on pole position. Nairati, sick last week. An absolute devastation in the Red Bull ring, but what a bounce back. From on the floor to 2nd in the grid out of qualifying. An incredible showing for him. And an incredible showing for Team on the Rush, who need a bounce back this race. Neil Kerbal of the race program. Saniga at the back of the grid, he should be there. But alas, whatever the case, he is now 3rd. Shooter McGavin for Shake and Bake or tea in scones at this point. Since we now are in Britain, he is sitting 4th. Burt Macklin, Frank Castle, nowhere to be seen. He is currently taking a break, I guess would be the best way to describe it. He is the Lone Swine Flu Syndicate. He is 5th. Rodriguez of the American Stooges, their team has been very good as of late. Malott, we will get to him in a second, but Rodriguez will sit currently in 6th. Polinick, the 2nd place Pro-Am currently on this grid. In the Polarin, number 19, he is in 7th. The Latvian sensation returns and joins us again. He currently finished 8th, leading the amateurs on this race grid order. Number 44 sitting again in 8th. Blendon, the Scuderia. Another good top 10 showing for him. He is currently in 9th place, number 7. Leon looking to continue his strong amateur campaign. His teammate up in pole position. He is in 10th. Looking to continue, again, his strong showing. Hayes of the Port Gang. His teammate was 3rd. I don't know why he's in the back of the grid now. He is currently 11th, looking to continue his also strong Pro-Am campaign. The Scuderia Boscaello round out now from 9th to 12th. Swanson looking again to hopefully not go flying and like no, that's his teammate actually. Looking to make sure he doesn't go flying too fast and too far. He is currently in 12th. Fossman of the Party Pickles, a top 15 showing. Good for them. Looking to hopefully surprise everyone in the amateur division. He's currently 3rd amongst the amateurs in terms of qualifying. Hopefully he can continue that showing with 1 minute to go. Malott, also part of the American Stooges, currently 4th in the amateur rankings. Looking to hopefully bust out and manage to get into the top 3 in the amateur class this race. Brees, as I said, Team on the Rush needs a strong showing, and Brees in the amateur division needs to keep up that strong showing. Nairati managed to get second. Can he also get second in class? Sean Ches rounds out the party pickles with 30 seconds left to go. He currently sits 16th, trying to catch Breeze off the start. Ricky Bobby of the Shake and Bake, currently 17th. Bradley Cooper, after serving his qualifying man, starts 18th, and for some strange reason, Saniga decides that, you know what, I'm going to pull a Stavko here and go from last to first. He's currently 19th. As the form lap will start to... It's a very short form lap here. All right, sit down, grab your favorite beverage, grab a drink, grab some food, because we are about to have the green flag waved.
Green light, go, go,
And Burt Macklin already receiving a drive-through penalty. That's unfortunate for him. He was going over the speed limit as Nairati takes the lead into this race. Stavko falling behind. As we now as Kerbal looks to try and get ahead of Stavko as we go now down into Maggots and Beckett's. Burt Macklin having issues there as Shinner McGavin gets on by. As chaos ensues, but everyone looks to be okay as Burt Macklin has a little bit of an issue. His tires are cold. As Kevin Polnick's going to look to get by. Brees gets by Leung, and as there's a slight bit of contact made, Saniga and Cooper already making up 2 places. Stavko and Nairati are battling it out with Kerbal also trying to get into the way here. As they now head down into the Vale. As they head down into Vale now, braking is ever so important. Nairati goes deep. Stavko late on the brakes, almost makes contact with Kerbal. Nairati still holds the lead of this Grand Prix race. Stavko down into 3rd. Nairati is just desperately trying to hold on right now. Stavko all the way down at the bottom. Saniga getting ahead of Ricky Bobby. Burt Macklin, that time... Oh, Jesus, what happened to Stavko there? Had a little bit of an off. Number 69 is spun out. Must have possibly had a collision as Nairati is doing his best to try to escape. Kerbal here, Stavko falling a little bit far behind. Polnick leading the rest of the pack behind them. Nairati never having been in this position before, leading a race off of the first lap. The nerves, the passion, the intensity as Brees and Swanson battle it out now in the midfield. Hayes looking to try and get past Brees here. Trying to find an avenue to get by. Saniga already behind Brees. Looking to go up the inside. Is Brees going to fight this at all? As they're going to go side by side through Maggins and Beckett's, who's going to be last on the brakes. Saniga just stays in behind as that is a car going wide. I'm pretty sure that's Leung. He's got to be, oh, so careful. Oh, with him being almost right on the racing line. As cars just barely avoid him. As he is spun out. Brees having a little bit of a gap, little bit of a safe space right now. Fossman looking to try and get Blunden. Fossman is in the top 10. Maggots and Beckett's claiming another victim. Leung was that sadly victim. Saniga was last on the grid. He's now 11th. Nairati still in the lead of this Grand Prix. Stavko chasing Kerbal. Kerbal chasing Nairati. Nairati just doing his best to try and make sure he leads this Grand Prix throughout the rest of the race. Strategy and everything goes out the window once you take the lead of the Grand Prix. Down the Wellington Straight they go. Is Stavko or Kerbal going to make a move? Where's Nairati going to defend? He defends well into Vale. Oh, forcing Kerbal to go a little bit wide. defending as best as he can as Stofko's going to go try and shove it up the inside of Kerbal. As they now head down towards Cops. Stofko and Siniga are going to go side. Stofko and Kerbal are going to go side by side through Cops. Down the inside goes Stofko. Burt Macklin will take his drive through Mackinson Beckett. Stofko leads. Kerbal's going to look to try and have something to say about that. As Nairati just goes wide. He's got to be careful where he comes back out on the track. He will come out third. But in the lead of the Grand Prix, probably just misses his braking zone as Hayes comes into pit. Nairati had the lead of this Grand Prix. He's still there, though. He's still trying to chase Polinick in his own freaking world. Same with Hermani. Saniga and Fossman are going to go side by side here, chasing Swanson. As Saniga looks to have completed that overtake with relative ease. His next target's going to be Swanson. Rodriguez going to look to try and get Ricky Bobby here, down into Vale. Doesn't seem likely. Nairati falling off the pace, though, as Fossman has a spin out. How much positions is he going to lose? Bradley Cooper gaining another after starting in the back. Not as successful as Saniga. Saniga's already into the top 10. Bradley having a little bit more work to go to get to there. Saniga immediately putting the pressure on that Boscaiolo. Will probably get him in the straight. As Stofko looks to try and run away from this race as Brees has a spin. And down he goes down that order. He's facing the wrong direction. Bradley Cooper making up another position. And Saniga maybe get him back on this straight here. Towards Cops. Nairati falling way behind. Nairati now falling way back behind. Swanson didn't fight that all too much as Saniga. Now his next target's going to be Blunden. As Hayes disappears from our screen, unfortunately. Looking back now, McGavin, Rodriguez, and Ricky Bobby are all tight, pretty much within a second of each other. The shake and bake drivers. Will they fight? Oh, Brees sliding through Maggots and Beckett's. He's now down into last place. Kerbal still chasing Stofko. Nairati's only hope now for that race win as Cooper I don't know what's happening. My screen's being all weird. I'm aware it's spam. McGavin looking to try and get his teammate up in 10th. A good showing for both of them. It would be best not to have a Red Bull at Baku moment here. And just look to try and get the points. Saniga already behind Blunden. Is Ricky Bobby see? Maybe he just let his teammate by to catch Rodriguez? We'll never know. Blunden looking to defend. Looking maybe to hopefully defend from Saniga. Saniga's going to go try and maybe up the inside. But nope, he's going to stand back behind Blunden, try to get better traction on the exit. As here we go through Maggots and Beckett's. Saniga following close behind. Blunden just having to try and do his best. Defending against this very, very angry pig is not going to be an easy task. As Saniga pulls out to the right as they drive by our low-hanging cam. They're almost side by side. Saniga's definitely going to have a move up the inside here. And Saniga makes that look easy. As now he drives away from Blunden. His next target in the top 5 is the amateur, the Latvian sensation Hermani. Burt Macklin gets past Leung with relative ease. Leung not fighting that at all. Bradley Cooper in his quest to get into the top 10. What happened to Burt? Drive-through penalty off the start. I do believe he was over the minimum speed limit, or the maximum speed limit. His internet crashed? Ah, that makes sense. Bradley Cooper trying to find a place to maybe make an overtake on Malott, but Saniga continues his quest to get the race win from last to first. The Latvian sensation is next up on his hit list. Stofko pits early. That's an interesting call. London's still right behind Saniga. The Latvian sensation, I'm assuming, is not going to make this very easy. Polonek's not too far behind Nairati either. As through Maggots and Beckett's they go. The Latvian sensation driving along. Oh, what's that in his mirrors? It's a pig and he's hungry. Except this time you're not eating the pig. The pig is gonna eat you. Some carnivore goodness here as Breeze also pits. He's in last as Saniga just gets a better exit. He's gonna look to go up the inside, baby. Nope. Latvian sensation giving them the space though. As Saniga makes that look easy. Goes around the outside. No through goes Hamilton there. Just a man possessed looking to try and get that win. Pollock catching Nairati at a blistering pace. He's already within the 1 second mark. Hermani is still trying to keep an eye on Saniga while avoiding Blunden. But Saniga is just already off to the races. It's not even going to be a challenge. Nairati was in the lead of this Grand Prix. Burt Macklin now also getting ahead of McGavin. Cooper's still trying to get Malott. Cooper's now approaching Malott and Swanson here. Ricky Bobby leading this pack now. 13 seconds behind Blunden. 3 amateurs in the top 10. Bradley Cooper is up into 10th, though. I predicted he would finish in the top 10. So far, he's only proving me right. Malott and Swanson are fighting it out real tight, though. Arati, though, is falling behind Herbal, and he's falling behind at a fast clip. He's down 1.5 seconds per lap right now. The American Stooge, the amateur, as McGavin now pits. Bradley Cooper trying to find the space, trying to find the move. If he gets a better exit, he could have it here. Burt Macklin also now approaching this party. Bradley Cooper, can he go for the move here? Maybe out around the outside, but the move's not there. They're going to the helicam. Still no through goes Hamilton yet. Burt Macklin getting dangerously close, though. He must have lost somebody else. I don't see anybody. Burt Macklin, a very advantageous up the inside. Bradley's going to fight this, though. As that is Swanson going wide. That's actually going to allow Malott a chance. We have two. Oh, my God, they go 3 wide. Oh, there's going to be 5 down into this turn. As they all go down the Wellington straight. Malott's got 2 cars in between. Disaster can only happen here. As no disaster happens, Burt Macklin seeming to have overtaken 3 cars in 1 sector. Malott still fighting dangerously. As Ricky Bobby says, I've had enough, I want an adult, and goes and leaves Swanson down into 10th. He was leading that pack, or second in that pack behind Ricky Bobby. Burt Macklin going a little bit wide. That might allow Malott the opportunity to try and get him here through Maggots and Beckett's, but oh, as he goes wide, but manages to save the car. That's going to allow Bradley Cooper now the opportunity to maybe get by a little bit. It's all about the exit here. If Bradley can get him on the exit, he's for certain got this. Bradley Cooper is going to go side by side with the American Stooge here. That qualifying ban, he started from the back. Oh, he almost makes contact with the American Stooge, but he doesn't gain the position. He had the opportunity, he had the moment, but he did not seize it. Malott hits the curb, has a little bit of a moment. No one having through goes Hamilton moments just yet. Burt Macklin had that moment, but it was in the wrong corner. Bradley Cooper. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, I have bad news. There's an MA70 Esport behind you. The good news is it's not Sofco. The bad news is this is Lee Young. Narati falling way behind Kerbal, and Polinick actually looking to try and get the better of him here as Bradley Cooper is finally... Oh, he's fallen back actually. Swanson and Lee Young are going to fight this out as they're going to go 3 wide. And Lee Young takes the inside. Bradley Cooper goes wide, and then down they go into left field. Bradley's got to be careful coming back on. Takes to the grass. Lee Young going to go around the outside. Little bit of a switch moment for him as Swanson's going to also now trying to look to get by around the outside as now they go down the Hangar straight. Down into Copse. Bradley defends from Swanson. Bradley's still in the top 10, but he had a chance from Malott and did not take it. He's now going to fight Lee Young and Swanson here. Here comes Bradley Cooper side by side with Lee Young as they pass the low-hanging cam. Side by side. Can Bradley take advantage? It looks like he will. But now can he hold that place? As Lee Young's going to try and fight this back. Swanson, just sit there. Be advantageous. Your through comes Hamilton moment might be here. Nope. Not just yet. He's still looking for it, though. This is a battle for 10th. A very important and crucial battle. Bradley Cooper for his pride. Lee Young in the amateur race. Swanson just to keep his good standing streak going in the Pro-Am division. Polinick looking to try and catch Nairati. Nairati doing his best to just hold him off right now. He's within 0.4, but he's not there yet as Lee Young round the outside. He goes on Bradley Cooper down the straight. Down the Wellington straight, Bradley's going to look to try and go up the inside now. As they now head down into left field. Swanson trying to find any avenue that gets him past that Team Solo Q car. Can't seem to find it though. Stavko, Ricky Bobby, Sheena McGavin, and Brees have all pitted. Cooper. Oh, Nairati now in danger from the Polarin. This is essentially a fight for the podium position. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how I said this was a fight for position? Or for the podium? Senyiga would like to have a word with you about that. Kerbal currently in the lead, Stofko having boxed. Senyiga, he was at the back. Polinick manages to get past Nairati. What is happening to him? He was in the lead of this race. His tires must be just having an issue. Leung gets past Cooper again. Cooper going around the outside. As this is just madness right now. There's just madness all over the field. Down the Wellington Straight we go. Nairati still chasing Polinick. Senyiga, that angry pork. Oh, is he gonna go up the inside? Oh my god, bravery. Bravery and brown suit moment for Nairati as he saw a pig, as Nairati, as expected, just has had enough. And goes to box. Leung and Bradley Cooper, just a generational fight for the ages. Leung, where is he gonna look? Where is he gonna find it? Bradley takes the inside as we get down to serious golf noises. Swanson looking to now try and capture Leung as we get very into the golf. As Leung goes now to box. That battle ends. Senyiga and Polinick were going side by side there. At the end of the that was no Wellington Straight, was it? Regardless of the fact, Senyiga now currently holds second. You see a team on the rush car, that is Brees. He will have to obey blue flags certainly soon. Stofko looking to get past Ches, gives him a... I can't tell if that was a bump or if that was the road. As we head to the low-hanging cam as Stofko gets past Ches. Ches knowing that's not his fight. As we hit almost halfway race distance now. Still a few drivers have yet to make pit stops. Oh no, what happened to Brad? Oh. My screen glitch. Bradley Cooper was in first there for a second. I don't know how that was possible. Wait, are we missing Bradley? I think we lost Bradley.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
And through the halfway point, I believe we have just lost Team Solo Q. Yeah, we've lost Bradley. Oh, that is heartbreak. I believe we have lost Mr. Bradley Cooper. Oh, the heartbreak. He was doing so well. He was in the top 10. But Stofko, nevertheless, does not care. He does not pity. Swanson defends going into comps. Sanchez elects to box. Stofko gonna look to try and get ahead of Swanson before Maggots and Beckett's makes it look easy. Nairati will get past the two drivers that are in the pits. His next target's gonna be Swanson, who is yet to box. The drivers ahead of Nairati, except Stofko, have all yet to box. Unfortunate for Bradley. There's currently no drivers within the 1 second mark. As we will look back on the race contacts. I'm interested to see what happened to Brees here. I need to take a look at that one more time. Give me a minute, folks. I need to take a very clear look at that, because that came onto my contact board. Huh. Didn't look like contact. Very minimal at best, as Hermione now elects to pit. Still no driver within 1 second, though. Stofko looking to catch Malott next. That's his next target. And Aston Martin Vantage just now goes to the pits and sits. Malott also now pits. Stofko not realizing now I don't have to pass him. Just passes him in the pits. Contact on the race start between Chez and Malott. Little wheel-to-wheel racing. See nothing wrong with that. Malott's not pitting. He's sitting in the pits, but he's not officially in the pit box. It's just a yellow flag for him. As Hermione's now finished with his pit. Alrighty. Swanson, Macklin, Blunden, Polinick, Saniga, and Kerbal all have yet to box. So maybe there's hope for him. As Brees having another. As Malott is disqualified. For what reason, I do not know, but Malott has been now disqualified. As Kerbal goes into the pits. Last time we were here, Brees was disqualified. It is now Malott's turn. Polinick also boxes. So we will keep an eye on Nairati here. Nairati, Saniga, and Kerbal. No, yeah, I don't know why I involved Kerbal. Kerbal was 10 seconds up the road. Polinick. Blunden as well also boxes. So this is very important for Nairati to make sure he gets ahead. He might not get ahead of Kerbal, but he'll definitely want to get ahead. As Stofko. As there goes Kerbal out of the pit. As there goes Kerbal out of the pits. Or is going to become Polinick. Nairati's going to get ahead. Crucially. Importantly. London Latvian Sensation's going to get by unless you come out of that pits right now. It's going to be tight on pit exit. London seems to have that position laid out. Burt Macklin and Saniga still all have to box. Nairati, his dreams of a podium both in his class and in this race are slowly slipping away as Saniga now boxes. Burt Macklin. Will he elect to box with him? There's 16 minutes left in this race. Burt Macklin also elects to box. Stofko will now inherit the lead of this race. Followed by Kerbal. Swanson, I'm assuming, will box this lap as well, shortly behind the rest of them. Now, crucially, where does Macklin and Saniga come out when it comes to Nairati? Nairati was ahead of Macklin. and ahead of Suniga, close to that pit. So here comes Nairati. Suniga finished boxing. Nairati and him are gonna fight out on exit here. But crucially, I think Suniga's ahead. Or is he? They're gonna go. Suniga's gonna be on cold tires. It's gonna take him a little bit to warm up. But Nairati, this is a fight for a podium position. You are now in this, my guy. Good luck. You're defending from the best that DRL ACC has to offer. Yes, stop go lead is pretty big. It's about 10 seconds. The only man that can stop it is behind Nairati, and Nairati's going to look to defend this podium with his life if it so comes to it. As they head now down towards Vale. Nairati goes a little bit wide. That's going to allow Suniga to go through Hamilton. Oh, they almost make contact. As close as they can get. This is what Suniga sees. Nairati sees Swanson ahead. That's Nairati's only hope. Get ahead of Swanson and hope Swanson backs up Suniga. Ooh, Suniga goes a little deep but manages to get the traction back. Is Swanson gonna dip into the pits and avoid this battle? Yup. So now Nairati has no solace, no hope. It's all going to come down to pure defense, and he has to do it with 14 minutes left. A task that's all but impossible. As through Maggots and Beckets they go. Suniga's going to sacrifice the line to try and get speed on exit. As here they come. Down the straight. It's about 2/10 back, Suniga. Keeps it within track limits. Nairati just trying to do his best to try and keep away from Stavko. Ricky Bobby and Sean Chez are close, but not close enough to warrant the camera switching. This is a fight for third place. As the seconds tick by, they feel like hours, they feel like eternity for Nairati. Having to defend the best we've got is no easy feat. As Brees almost collects both of them. As here, ladies and gentlemen, here's part 3. Suniga goes a bit wide and inherits the track limit. As through Maggots and Beckets they go again. Again, Suniga sacrificing speed, and he's got it. He's got tons of it on the exit. He's got Nairati here. As they're going to go side by side. Nairati's going to fight with this as much as he can to death. As Team on the Rush and Port Gang fight it out. Nairati goes to the outside. Suniga just takes it to the inside and takes third in this race. Nairati going to do his best to try and keep up with Saniga, but the hope is fleeting. By every turn, Saniga just pulls away. He's too fast. Nairati, his hopes and dreams of a podium, with Saniga starting at the back of the grid, and him leading this race after lap 1 seems so long ago. Still a great top 5 finish for him, but you know he wants that podium as much as he can care for it. His only hope is keeping on the back of Saniga and have Saniga tow him to Kerbal. But Kerbal is a ways up the road as we now leave this battle and head back to the back of the pack. As Bobby, Ches, and Fossman, two party... McGavin's not too far behind this either, as Party Pickles and Shake and Bake are having a little powwow here. He needs 2 seconds a lap to get Kerbal. We'll see about that. It'll be tight. 2 Pickles and a Shake and Bake walk into a bar. What happens next? Someone answer that for me in the chat. Can Fossman get past Sanchez here? Is there going to be a little fight between the Party Pickles as we approach 1 a.m. Eastern Time? Burt Macklin catching Hermione, actually. Ricky Bobby looking to defend Sanchez. So far, no big incidences, no big contacts. The stewards are going to look to have a nice, lovely day as Shooter McGavin tries to go up, maybe up the inside. He does, actually. But can he hold it, though? As they are going to go side by side now, down to the timing line. Now they're going to head down to Cops. The Lewis Hamilton moment increases. And now it dies as McGavin gets past Don Fossman. His next target is going to be Sanchez. Fossman not looking to get away from this too much either. Did he get a better exit? Look, try and go around the outside. Try and maybe do a switchback. Nope, Ricky Bobby defends it. But with defending it, he's given up maybe the inside. Nope, Ches backs out of it. He's got more speed on exit than Bobby. Bobby's defending it well, though. He takes the inside. That might not be best. As Ricky Bobby goes deep, that's going to allow Sanchez to say thank you very much and take that position as contact is made. Just as I had said, maybe we wouldn't get it. As Brees suddenly just says, hello, I'm right here in the middle of this. Don Fossman gets past Sanchez. Shooter McGavin also way in the back. Burt Macklin has also gotten past Hermione in the middle in that as well. We'll let the stewards decide that one track. Brees boxes again. Almost tags the wall. Fossman looking to avenge his teammate. Get this shake and bake in. Alrighty, still 2 seconds back of Soniga. Soniga has a moment. If he has a bad time, then maybe, just maybe. The pig just getting farther and farther away. A little low by shot. Polnick way far behind everybody. He's behind everyone, but he's ahead of everyone at the same time. So far away from everybody else. We're all going to get some nice low-by shots of almost every car. As here's Burt Macklin. You can see the Latvian sensation in the distance. As Fossman, again, not letting this go. He's trying to find, he's trying to reach Ricky Bobby about his car's extended warranty here. Not letting it go. Having hope that one day Ricky Bobby will answer that phone call. As now we head down into Maggots and Beckett's with just 5 minutes, with 4 minutes now left to go in this race. It's all about getting a better exit. Ricky Bobby having that party pickle right on his rear. Swings by the low cam. Fossman also right in the rear. Oh my goodness! Carried so much speed as they're gonna go almost side by side in the Vale. Sanchez is also caught back up to this battle. He's like, wait, let me at him, let me at him. But Fossman wants the chance. Fossman wants the opportunity. As Ricky Bobby goes wide and inherits a drive-through penalty for track limits. Unfortunate for him. He was given his 3 warnings and now he has to go serve his drive-through penalty. He will finish this race 14th. Oh, is he go up? I guess he's just accepting his fate now and pulled over for both Chez and Fossman. Nairati, that pink pig, so far away. Unfortunately, it seems unlikely. As Brees now also inherits a drive-through penalty for track limits. As if his race wasn't going sad enough. The drive-through is just up, kick to the teeth while you're down. Still a top 15 finish for Breeze, but I know he wants more than that. Sanchez and the Party Pickles with Don Fossman. Ricky Bobby has to stop, go 30-second penalty now for speeding in the pit lane. Just is gonna now sit in the pits. Sanchez is going to get past on Fossman, actually. Little battle between teammates, as long as they don't take each other out and allow Shooter McGavin to take both those places. We will most likely see one more lap of this Grand Prix, unless Sofco decides to slow down and repay the favor to Kerbal. That would be an interesting sight to behold. Brees not going to go service drive-through just yet. Stavko, if he slows down maybe enough. No, he's going to have to do one more lap.
Leaders on final lap now.
As the engineer says, leader on the final lap, we hit triple zeros. That doesn't matter as the leader does his final lap, a victory lap, so to speak. Narati 5 seconds back. Hopefully he has enough fuel to finish this race. He's praying that Saniga does not. But Stavko, as much as Nairati led into turn 1 and he led lap 1, it was all but inevitable. Like Thanos and Max Verstappen. It'll be either Saniga or Stavko winning a race. And so far, it'll be Stavko's turn. Saniga cannot be like Stavko. He does not go last to first, but he did go last to third. As Ches and Fossman are still fighting it out, Shooter McGavin. As long as they don't get past, they will have to go again. McGavin's gonna get past Fossman. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your race. Jacob Stavko wins in Silverstone.
Finished the race.
Kerbal will finish second behind Stavko, but I guess in the statistical line he finishes behind Ken Fossman. But Kerbal will get second place in this race. Saniga will get third. Nairati, despite leading lap 1, will finish fourth. A still strong showing nevertheless. Polonik's going to be next across the line. He will finish this race 5th. Good showing for him in the top 5 as he wins in the Pro-Am class. Blunden finishes 2nd and 6th overall. Burt Macklin of the Swine Flu Syndicate. What do we have? A little victory lap over here? A little bit of a good showing as Burt Macklin crosses the line in 7th, taking a little bit of a drift. Hermione finishing 8th. Ricky Bobby now comes out of the pits. Leung's going to be next across the line. I don't know what is going on here. I guess Kerbal wants to go down into the... Little bit of a bop as Leung finishes 8th or 9th. Swanson looking to get 10th. As Brees is going to finish this race in the pits. Serving a drive-through. Not Michael Schumacher-esque, but close enough. Swanson crosses the line to finish 10th. McGavin will not catch up to Ches as they have finished 11th and 12th. Ricky Bobby somehow still on the track. Unlikely that he's going to finish this race. Since Stavko and Saniga are having a little powwow there at the F1 pit lane box. But as expected, it was all Stavko. Never a doubt, never a dull moment. Silverstone brought a lot of excitement. Next week, and just like I am right now, I'm hungry and we're going Hungary. Just waiting for the official clock to count down or Ricky Bobby to cross the line, one or the other. Doesn't really matter. And that's it. Stavko wins. Kerbal and Saniga round out the podium. Nairati finishes 4th. Polinick, Blunden, Macklin, Hermione, Leung, and Swanson finish out the top 10. 2 amateurs in the top 10. Good showing. Swanson finishes 10th. Ches, McGavin, Fossman, Bobby, and Brees round out the top 15. We lost Cooper, we lost Rodriguez, we lost Hayes, and we lost Malott due to disqualification. Thank you all so much for joining us this week. Next week we'll be in Hungary. It provides to be an excellent showing there. Come watch us next week. Thank you and goodbye.